Greetings and welcome back to Production Line. I'm KatherineOfSky, and we are getting ready to start the first of two lines of cars, at least two, that we're going to be creating in this particular playthrough. We are accumulating a chunk of change. Oh, and by the way, I am recording today in version 1.07, which is the latest as of this date, and hopefully there was a bug where vast quantities of cars would sit unsold, and hopefully that has now been fixed. So we're going to check it out. We're going to see and see if we can get this to work. So what I'm thinking is we're going to build. Oh, let's choose. Oh, I wanted to get the power plant efficiency thing. Where is that? There we go. More efficiency. Let's do it. Okay, so it's creating 41,000 whatevers watts. Not quite sure. Is it watts? Could be. Oh my gosh, there are upgrades? Oh, there are upgrades. Wow, it's plus 8%. That's pretty darn good for a flat fee. I'll take it. Okay, anyway. So I want a high capacity line, and I'm thinking we did last time 4 seconds per car, and I'm thinking maybe we should do 1 second per car. We have a very, very large factory in which to do this, so I'm thinking it could actually be possible. So let's see this export slot. Let's these take 6 seconds to, and if I do. Okay, that is with the upgrade already applied. Yeah, well, that's okay. Let's... So basically, we would need 6 of these to do 1 every second. We have 1, 2, 3. Is there anywhere where there are 6 near each other? Oh, no, go away. Shoo. Pardon me. Let me use the arrow keys instead of dragging around. This one has 3 here. And then there's 2 there. Aw, this is kind of meowy, isn't it? Aw. Alright, well, we don't have 6 together. Maybe we should just stick to a car every 4 seconds. At least maybe we could do one assembly here, and we can do another one elsewhere if we have space. But at the moment, we really do need to focus on getting that line built. And so I think we have almost all the components. Whoops, I need to be researching much faster. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more research peoples out here. Get these guys quickening their pace on the research. Okay, because I forgot about the engine assembly. That needs to be researched, and also there's aircon. Thank you. There was someone in the comments who mentioned that. Thank you very much. I kind of forgot about those things, but it's definitely key to creating things the way we're going to want to do them. So that's cool. All right, so let's go over here and buy those power plant upgrades as well. Let's go choose. Buy. Okay. Oh, okay. Next research. The aircon is under environmental. Yes. We shall take it. Okay. Okay, and I'll just do a few of these until we have another moment. Okay, we definitely want to get the aircon because the aircon is in its own slot. So that's going to affect us, and that's actually one of the last slots, so that's kind of why I'm choosing power plant upgrades at the moment. Not because it's terribly exciting, but because we actually do need to get to that other item before we can really progress anywhere. So if you'll just bear with me as they research stuff. Also new in 1.07, we have this in-game clock over here. Okay, so here we have this. What should we do next? Manufacture, specializations. That's what we need to look for as the specializations. We could, and probably what we should do, is also grab the robots, because that is going to be important for getting our ratios fairly correct and stuff like that as well. We'll just finish these off since I'm almost there. So those are plus 8%. That's pretty decent. Doesn't look like we got plus 8%, but that's okay. It will be fine, I'm sure. Okay, robots, robots, robots. There we go. Okay, good. And we're going to put this back to normal speed. Now, let's just do a 4-second car, kind of like we did in our other factory. So let's start with the export slot. These don't even need to be upgraded because they are going to take, let's see, how long are they going to take? 8 seconds. So that should be exactly perfect. We could speed it up if we want. Oh, this is interesting. So that changes. Okay, that's a little bit different display than the other station show. Okay, and let's see. Quality check. Let's see. With all the stuff, it takes 8.3 seconds. So we're still going to need 3 of those. Oh, or... No, we're going to need 3 anyway because I have messed up my spreadsheet. I forgot that there's no robots there. Okay. Let's get to that. There's the quality check. So we're going to need 3 of these. We'll have 1. I wonder if I should do these. There's an interesting style of building that I've noticed people are using. So we can try this. Let's try this. Okay, quality check. We'll just do it like this. I think that's right. Though it takes up an awful lot of room, comparatively. So... Oh, and it doesn't work. Oh, I would have to move them. No, I think it takes up too much space. I think, not at least for these, it does. Okay, quality checks. Let's have these go in the center. Quality check here. There we go. And we're going to get our conveyors. Okay, choose next research project. Let's get our robots, and then we're going to get all the high pressure paint nozzles and things like that. Okay, so these are going to go straight ahead. And then these, this one is going to change directions. Actually, these could have been nearer. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's all good. So, all right, the next thing we want to do is electronics. And at the final stage, we can get it down to 5.1, but that's still not enough. We'll have, we need 2 of these, basically. Right. Electronics. Right, right, okay. So these are going to meet. Okay, and then they're also going to go off to the sides like this. Good. So that gives us plenty of room even to expand that should we want to. Alright, and this is the first thing that's actually going to need supplies, I believe. Do they? No, they actually don't need any conveyors. Okay, so we're good with that. Next thing is we're going to work backwards. And I should have, there's the aircon. Okay, so that takes 4 seconds to fit aircon. But with all the upgrades, yeah, we're going to need 2 of these guys. So we'll go ahead and put this here. Like this. Okay. Now windscreens. I would like to do, let's see, with windscreens, yes, 2 will be sufficient if we get at least 1 set of robots. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, so let's get our extra robots 1. Okay. And I'm just doing this in the worst case scenario in case we decide to go ahead and upgrade all of these things to higher level stuff. Yeah. So next thing, seats. Let's do our seats. Right, those are windscreens, right? Yep. Okay, now we're going to do seats. Okay, next research project. What shall we get? Aha, high pressure paint nozzles. Sounds good to me. Okay. Seats. Seats can be fitted with all the robots in 7.8 seconds. So we're going to do, again, a nice, just a parallel line here. And since we don't have, I don't think we have all the robots, do we? Did I get them all? Oh, yes, we do have all of them. Okay, cool. So we can start actually adding these things. So with all the robots, it's going to take 7.8 seconds for stuff to happen. One of the things I'm going to keep track of is make sure that this money does not go down too far, because we are actually creating more wages draw as well as electricity draw, so it's kind of important. So windscreen, we said we need just robots. One is fine. Okay, we got that one. Did I do it on this one? Yes, I did. Okay, great. Now, horns. I must fit the horns. And those can just go one each with no upgrades. Next, lights. Again, one each with no upgrades. Excellent. Oh, this is so cool. So these are just really nice parallel lines for, oh, really? Oh my god, that was my fault. Not watching where I'm dragging. Okay, there we go. And I think I'd like to turn this and go this away. So these are, oh, nope. I forgot, you drag them in the way you want them to go. There we go. So that's perfect, like that. In this factory, I'm not sure if I really want to do a lot of manufacturing. I'm kind of committed to doing just basic lines, and I think I'd like to solve the problems instead, maybe with stockpiles. We'll kind of see how that goes. This area has quite a number. There's one here, importing thing, to here, another 1, 2, 3, 4, all in this area, 5. So I think we should have enough dedicated lines should we need them. And of course we'll use stockpiles, and hopefully those things have been kind of optimized, and we'll just see how that works. Alright, so that is all of the accessories being fitted. Now we're going to go for fitting the engine. Okay, let's close that, get the engine sorted out. And let's see what we have. We have a lot of components here. So let's start with fitting the steering wheel. And we need 3 of these assemblers altogether for this. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's leave some space. I'm gonna leave space in the center for stockpiles. And I think they're 2 squares big. Okay, so we're gonna do our fit steering wheel out here. Actually, we can do a little bit more efficient space-wise, a little bit more Tetrisy. It's all good. Take that down. Take these down. And then this one's going to go like this and this way, like that. Good. And we'll figure out how that relates to that in a second. Steering columns are going to need, we only need 1 steering column assembly, which is not a lot. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's choose another research topic of interest. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to do all of these utility things first. I quite like those. All these efficiency boosting things. Okay, so this just needs 1 assembly, which is fine. Okay. But this one is going to need, let's see, the steering column. We need to have robots 1 and 3 on this one. Just from a minimalistic perspective, there we go. There's our 4 seconds. Boom. And let me check on the steering wheels again. No amount of robots is going to make this get under 2 thingies. Okay, so that's the steering assembly. Now we're going to do brakes. So brakes. We need 2 of these. Right, I think 2 should be enough. try some different, like, alignments of these things. That might be interesting if I did that. Okay. There's brakes. Next, we've got tires. We need 2 of those as well. Ah, but here, should we start getting into doing parallel lines? I guess we could. Or we could just keep on doing this sort of thing. We'll go with tires. So we could do this the whole way down. That could be interesting as well. I don't know. It could be a different way of looking at things, I guess. We don't have to have these parallel lines, even though I kind of like the parallel lines. That's okay. We try different structures. Why not? Okay, so that's tires, right? Okay, now we need the wheels. And wheels, we're going to need 2 of those as well. Okay, alrighty. So... Okay, let's get our wheels going on here. And these, we'll just have them go like this. Okay. Have an interesting looking line. Alright, that's it for wheel assemblies. Let's fit the exhaust on now. How many do we need of these? 2? Should I take it back this way? I guess I could. Kind of thinking, you know, how much room do we have for this kind of thing? Yeah, let's do this really interesting Tetris-y kind of thing here. Oh, is that new? Oh, I think it's new. That those conveyor belts actually work better this way. Ah, but does this one? No, still doesn't work this way. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so those are exhaust. Radiator's up next, and it's 6.4 seconds. I think that's too long. Yep. Radiator. Do that this way. Radiator. Okay, and next are valves. So they actually, the dev decreased the number of valves required per car to 4 instead of 8 to hopefully eliminate some of the problems. Looks like we only need 1 valve fitting station, but from past experience, I'm gonna put in 2 stations anyway, just because I know how this works. Fit valves. Oh no, whoops. Let's go ahead and put these valves here and here, because I think we're gonna need more than that. Just thinking about this. Okay, so that's our valves. So, oh, I should color code my spreadsheet in terms of these colors. Magically, I managed to get the accessories the right color. They're blue on my spreadsheet. And then these are what? These are engine things? Oh, I have some of my engine things in orange, but these are green engine things. That's interesting. All right, so we have our valves. Now let's go back and grab the starter motor and then the flywheel. So starter motors take 4.5 seconds. I'm pretty sure that we can reduce that. Yes, we can, to 1 machine. I'll put 1 right there. And then flywheels, let's see, 6 seconds. I'm thinking that's not reducible. Yep, so we're going to put 2 of these guys here. Is that too close? No, it's just fine. Or I should leave just like an edge thing. It's Kind of like in Factorio, where it's like, yeah, just leave a little space, just in case we gotta have a belt going by there one day. It's a thing. Okay, so this was what? Flywheels? Alright, let's get another flywheel assembly and get our conveyor belt on its way. There we go. Okay, so all of these guys are connected together. That's looking really good. And we're not suffering monetarily. I'm quite pleased about that. So keep in mind, this is going to be our basic production line right now. This is not the fancy schmancy car. This is just going to be the basic, but available to upgrade if we want to sell high-end cars. We've actually run out of time for this episode, so we will get this line completely finished next time. We don't have that much to do. We've got paint, body, and chassis assembly, and then of course adding stockpiles and seeing how the whole thing runs. But I'm confident this is going to work really, really well, and we're going to get a car every 4 seconds for this basic model that we're going to produce. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. I'm KatherineOfSky. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you next time.